Hey guys, and welcome back to the Base Department channel. I'm Roxnor here back again, and today I want to talk about the ban list that we got on Thursday. So yeah, I pretty much want to talk about all the changes we have, especially with the upcoming BCS season. Our team doesn't play premium or V premium, so these changes or no changes, I guess, don't impact us. I guess they won't impact the players of that format either. But going into standard, let's talk about the first thing that got hit, which was Shiranui with the Dragon Empire OT. Just to preface this, I don't think Shiranui is as bad as people make it out to be. I think people just see tops and do a results based analysis, or I wouldn't even say an analysis, they just make a conclusion and they think Shiranui, Boogeyman, unbeatable, best deck, all that. But I don't think it's the case. But it still gets hit. I don't think this hit does anything though, because all this does is reduce what his one of his big turns from 10 attacks to 7 attacks. I think if you were gonna lose to 10 attacks, you were probably gonna lose to 7 attacks as well. So they just lose a win more card, which pretty much does nothing to the deck. I mean, they'll still be able to do what they want to do. They're lots of multi big attacks, scaling, all that stuff, stride deck things. But I think there are a lot of options, viable options that you can play into the meta, into a Shiranui meta, quote unquote meta. And yeah, I don't think it's the boogeyman of the format. Personally, I think it has bad matchups, and if you have bad matchups, by default, you cannot be the best deck. And I think as other matchups where they're 60-40 or 50-50, So I mean the hit is nice. It's like I guess you take away win more options from it, but essentially it does nothing. And then moving on to Luard, he lost the dog promo. I think this hit does hurt it. I don't think he needed to be hit. I think this is actually a hit. So now he's hurt. Sure, knew he's not hurt. So you're losing one of the matchups that could try to play into him. Grade two game him, take wins off him. So we're losing that. But I don't see why we would actually hit this deck and not the other one. But I guess we're just following the JP format. So that's that. So from these two hits, Luar definitely got the short end of the stick. That'll probably affect the meta for in regards to the stride decks appear at the tournaments. But yeah, let's move on to the unrestriction part of the ban list. Lista was able to get back two of her cards, or you can run either the cycler or her grade one draw card. I think this change is long overdue. We haven't had the list in the meta for a while. Um, I don't think she even needed these cards hit in the first place. I mean, she wasn't the one of the like sole best decks when she was good. So I don't see why she needed to be hit like this back then. And I'm just glad that she got unhit. I think that's a good thing. I don't even know if she has the space to run these cards or how that deck's shaping up currently. It's so far behind right now. But I mean, it's nice that we get unrestrictions. And then the other unrestriction that I can actually talk about with good experience and in depth is essentially the Chrono Jet unrestriction, which is between GG and Swirler. I personally never ran Swirler. I saw him more of as a high roll, uh, high risk, high reward kind of card. And I think it never should have been hit. I don't think it was ever a problem. I'm glad that it's back. I'm personally not gonna run it. I don't think Chrono Jet players should run it unless you want to make your deck more high rolly. Um, but other than that, I'm glad that he's back. I mean, it's super long overdue. He's been gone for a while, and I know a lot of other Jet players do enjoy playing him. I think one of the problems with him though is that a lot of Jet players, when they're running Swirler, they play him very incorrect. They hold him till turn three. I think that's very wrong. It just conceptually goes against the purpose of having the best early rush turn one going second in the whole game. That's Jet's like strongest point, and then holding Swirler till turn three kind of defeats the whole point of that. But other than that, I'm glad they unhit it and give people more options, tech slots basically to play around with the deck. So yeah, those are the unrestrictions, and then there was the rules change to the stride decks where you can only run the ride lines of the product. I think this is good. I don't think this does anything though, essentially, to the decks or the meta. I think Shiranui players, if they want to play Shiranui, they can still play Shiranui. I guess they lose that one turn two aspect, but I mean, Festival gave them a good turn two card, so that makes up for it. Um, Jet's Jet, Messiah's Messiah, Luard's Luard. Those I feel like that change did nothing to them. So it was mainly, yeah. So I think mainly that this whole change was just to hit Shiranui in some way, but not really. But yeah, that's been the changes or the ban list. I don't think there will be anything significant to come out of this. I think the BCS meta is mainly going to be impacted by the set three, I believe, is the meta that most of them will be under. At least the early ones, the 24 ones, and then the 25 ones will probably be under the new stride deck meta. So yeah, I don't think this ban list does much. I'm glad they unhit things. I kind of wish they unhit the Gandiva card. I don't think Gandiva needs to be hit. I think that one should have been unrestricted as well. But yeah, that's been my thoughts and analysis on the ban list that we got. It's not impactful. I don't think it'll do anything, but at least we have an update. We've gone so long without a ban list. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like the video, and subscribe, and see you next time.